YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Buddha, back in the building for some more Last Cloudia news and announcements. Finally, after we've been in the dark for a little bit in regards to Last Cloudia, we finally got some info dropping on us, some interesting things to take note of, a couple things to cover in this video, so I want to jump straight into it. First, let's jump into the maintenance notice that's announced for tonight. Thank you for playing Last Cloudia. Maintenance will take place during the following period, June 17th, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific time, right? If you're on the East Coast, 3 hours later. Maintenance details, right? We're getting gacha updates, event updates, promo updates, shop updates, various improvements, and bug fixes. So now let's get into it. First, the new gacha update, and we're getting the DoH Gacha that Taka-san described in the newsletter that we got early June. The UR rate up / DOH unit banner that's apparently going to be rotating monthly. We can see that this first release is including Lagrobos, Del Morto, Bayland, and then the Great War of Ruin UR arc is the featured UR. So for details, please check the gacha. June 17th to the 23rd is when this gacha is going to be live. So only a week. I don't know how they're going to structure this event. If it's going to be like Tower, it returns every month for just a week with a different rotation of UR / units, or if they're going to be updating it every week and switching it out like that. We'll have to see, because there's not much detail here other than what we're getting in this first go around. But here's what I want to say about this, guys. While the Great War of Ruin arc being on rate up is very tempting for me, one, chasing a UR arc even on rate up is still very, very tough to convince me to do as a budget player. And the units I'm not interested in. Bayland would be cool to pick up because of that charisma, and that's about it. I have Del Morto. Lagrobos, while he does have that Apocalypse neutral DPS spell, he's not needed anymore. Your boy's got Baron. I've got workarounds to needing that. We already cleared Reaper. We soloed his butt, so and we can clear Tower easy enough. So we don't need any of these 3 units. Just that Great War of Ruin arc, right? That is the best UR, #1 hands down, for a multitude of reasons. You can take advantage of a lot of cheesing mechanics, and it also gives you more farming, more drops while farming. So that's the only appeal here for me. But this is what I'm thinking, guys. Trap. While this is going to be something that they're bringing back, right? This Ultra DOH Festival banner is something that is going to be on a recurring basis. I want to just do some Buddha speculation, because ironic enough, if we go over and check out my channel as a reference, so look right here, the February 18th update, they brought back Lagrobos and the Great War of Ruin arc on a banner, and I called this out to be a trap. Well, come to find out, they drop it, right? People probably spent their crystals chasing Lagro or War if they didn't have it. Boom, look what gets announced. The Dr. Stone rerun collab. And not only that, but Sage Zekis also got dropped as well. So is that confirmation that we'll see the same thing this time? Not at all. It's just something I wanted to point out to further reinforce what I'm preaching. Save your crystals. Wait. It does you no harm to wait until literally the 23rd before the banner goes away to see if within this week they announce anything big, right? So you don't spend your crystals chasing something that could possibly get outdated, or something better that you and new comes out that you could have spent your crystals hoping to get. That's going to be my final piece of advice there. Let's keep on moving on to the event updates. We're getting part 2 of the Insatiable Ghoul. It's probably going to bring more mission rewards, refresh the shop, possibly add a new piece of gear into the shop. Unless all the gear that they promoted is already in. I haven't double checked. I haven't been grinding this event at all, so we'll see. But yeah, part 2 is coming. Not much else to say there. We're also getting a Redux event of Lagrobos' event. I guess this is the first time it's coming back around. Everything is the same, other than what I did want to point out is that there is this extra challenge battle that they're bringing. So you can now get these tickets, and you can do this nightmare mode only once a day. It refreshes at 8 a.m. Pacific time each day. So get rewards, trading space, or missions. And then we have the event units. Lagrobos is obviously the main one. Dilmordo, the Rays, the Lilibets, and Mechanical Merity. And we've got Deborn and Vizard being the monster units. This is going to go from the 17th to the 29th, so a bit extended past the Gacha banner that we were looking at. Always nice to have a Redux, right? Get extra rewards that are refreshed. For new players, you get to experience story that you missed out on before. So I like when they do these Redux events. Very cool to see what this nightmare mode brings. I don't know if it's going to bring extra pieces of gear. Nothing like that is announced, but it just seems like an extra way, or a way to get additional drops of these event coins, which you can then use to purchase in the shop. We'll see. This event, right, the Insatiable Ghoul is going to go until the 23rd. Obviously, I'd say push Ghoul before you start really going hard spending your orbs on this event, because this is around until the 29th, just a bit longer. So something to take note of. And we've got promo updates, multiplayer pre-release celebration promos. They continue for the training promotions. Soul spots are giving us 1.5 times more souls. Quests are consuming half of the souls. Gear upgrade fields coming back, good for late game grind. And soul field is good for your new player grind if you're trying to level up arcs. We've got the arena promotions. We're doing this, they're bringing back the 4 times arena point gain, and arena point cap is 4 times higher. And then we're getting some limited time items added to the shop. Ethereum and crystal clusters of every color, including rainbow, so that's probably pretty useful to pick up. But here's what I'm going to skip down. This is why they're doing another arena promotion, because they're bringing the formations that Taka-san teased us in his newsletter. They are starting to funnel these in. So arena formations added. 6 new formations. We've got Shield, Sword, and Spellbreaker. And then we've also got Shield, Sword, and Spell Render. These new formations are effective against Knight, Soldier, and Sorcerer type enemies. However, these formations also come with some disadvantages. For example, Shield Render is highly effective against Knights, with increased damage to Knight enemies and a chance to break guard, but also has disadvantages such as reduced defense and mind. In addition, formations with fewer effects than the Render types, Shield Breaker, etc., can be acquired for 0 points. Be sure to get them and try them out. The way I see this, you get these free formations, which is useful if you are brand spanking new to the arena. You have 0 arena points farmed up. But it looks like the goal is to use these if you want until you can afford these. It's not like these cost premium or like premium currency or real world money. So a bit strange, like why not just add these 3 for 500 points each like they did with the last 3 new formations that they added. But I guess just to give people who don't want to spend their arena points there something that's relevant to the new update. So, all right, we're all inclusive here in Las Cloudia, I guess. But we'll see how this affects the game once it's in game, because this, you know, reduced defense in mind. Like, is it now I can one-tap Ruto, but now the defensive Nero S3 just wipes my whole team? Guaranteed every single time, which he already does pretty much if he's well built. That doesn't sound too good. We'll have to see the pros and cons, test it out. You know, we'll have a nice little discussion in the podcast tomorrow. Since today is Wednesday, we're doing our podcast tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So be on the lookout for that, where we will discuss everything that does come into the game tonight. And then I guess there are some bug fixes, but it's pretty general here. Nothing too crazy to note. That does it for the maintenance that we're going to be seeing tonight. But there was also a second news announcement. We're getting our first ever Las Cloudia in live stream. So Las Cloudia has done live streams over on the JP side of things, but we've never gotten one for global. And looks like we are finally getting one on the 21st at 8 p.m. PT or 11 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for playing Las Cloudia. The very first English language installment of Las Cloudia In is airing soon. Join this live stream for info on major updates coming to Las Cloudia in the months ahead. A special present will be sent out to celebrate the stream, so don't miss it. I imagine they'll give us some type of code maybe within that stream, but you know, that'll get passed along. I'll be sure to pass that along for anyone who can't attend the live stream. Like there's the time that it is scheduled. They do have the URL in game, so you can click that to go straight to the YouTube link and set the reminder for when it does go live. The live stream will cover a variety of topics, including updates to the unit training system that were touched on in the producer Takashima's recent letter. It will be hosted by Innkeeper Kit, who normally serves as Last Cloudia's localization lead and PR guy. Updates to the unit training system. Is this old unit buffs? Is that what this is referring to? Major updates? Let's keep our fingers crossed. That's what I'm thinking this is talking about. I think we're going to get a reveal on the first batch of buffed units. So this is exciting. I'm going to try and attend this. I am actually getting a tooth extracted this Saturday. So your boy's going to be at a commission Saturday, probably Sunday. And then this is kind of late night for me on Monday. So hopefully I'm feeling up for it. But I'm going to be sleeping for a while on some nice pain meds. But I'm going to try and make this. And you know, at least the following Tuesday, I will definitely cover everything that they go over. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. We're getting our first global live stream. I mean, anytime they're interacting with Global War, it means that in their eyes, the game is doing well. You know, they're putting more effort into their marketing, PR, whatever have you. You know, hopefully they can get this subscription service out. We can get them some more revenue. And then they can maybe push the game more to get it in front of more people. Especially now that it's made so much progress since the dark ages that I missed. Thankfully. There were a couple things in Discord that Barleen jumped in early to discuss, but from what I remember, everything that he kind of dropped, it was all a bit of clarification because JP got their in-game notice earlier than us. That's how they usually do it. So some people had translated it, all this info that we just looked at, and then Barleen jumped in and just kind of said, oh yeah, your translations are correct. So there wasn't anything he said that I can remember standing out to me. If there was, and if you were there, please drop it in the comments for anyone who didn't see what he was talking about. I'd appreciate it as well. And there you go. We've got some big things coming. We knew we had some big things coming because of that newsletter that we looked at. But the question was, when was all this stuff going to start rolling in? And it seems that tomorrow is the first step into this roadmap of future updates that Takashima or Takasan has set forth. And I'm excited. I hope you are too. I'm excited that we got some Last Cloudia news. While we wait for this news and clarification and more stuff to do in LC, you know, your boy's gonna keep looking for Gate of Nightmares info. I know they just released the sign up over on JP for the open or maybe a closed beta, the first closed testing for Gate of Nightmares. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to get in on that. I have no idea. You know, my first thought is maybe if I can mess with the IPs and just somehow fool them into thinking I'm a JP account. Maybe I can sign up and get in and get lucky. I don't know. I've never done something like that. If you have any idea on how to get in on JP betas as a global or in the US, please let me know. We've also got New Genesis PSO2 that I'm completely addicted to, so your boy's going to be grinding that. You know, obviously it's not lucrative content at the moment for me, but I really do enjoy it, and that's the point of the channel, is to push things and just showcase genuine enjoyment and love for video games that we can all get together and just talk, have fun, etc. That's all I got for you this time. So thank you all for watching, and y'all know what we say. Work hard, play harder. See you in the next video.